Oh, it is great to be with you guys this morning, January 28th, 2023. I'm your host, D-Rock, and I am joined by my partner in crime, our NBA guru, Elvis Acosta. Welcome, man. How you doing today?
Great, Dill. Great. Lovely Saturday morning. Gotta love it, Dill. Championship Sunday tomorrow. Let's kick it off, Dill.
Yes, sir. We are in full effect. Championship Sunday. We got plays. We'll break down both games for you guys this weekend. And of course, we'll end the show on the hardwood with some NBA and some college plays to start off your weekend. But Elvis, before we move ahead towards championship weekend or championship Sunday for that matter, we got to take a look back at our week. How was your weekend on the hardwood?
Dill, it's one of my worst weeks of the year so far,
Really?
Dill. Yeah, last week positive week. Week before that positive week. This week 9-18-1, Dill. Just it's been a bad week on the hardwood. A couple of teams didn't go my way. It is what it is, but we
Just not
catch.
seeing the board right, or what is it?
Nah, I think it was just a lot of close games, a lot
Mhm.
of a lot of hooks in there. So
Yeah.
it is what it is, Dill. But hey, it's January, a couple weeks before the All Star break. Hey, you can see the players simmering down. Don't want to
Yeah.
play as hard on a Tuesday. It's coming down to that.
Remember last week I was down bad. I think I was down like 7, 8 units last week. Just like you said, just things not going my way. But last week now up 6 units. I am 28-19 over the last week. So college basketball, I had a good run past couple days. Hit on, you know what it is. I had a lot of volume. I was going like 8, 9 plays a night, and I was like, damn, I'm like going even, or I'm going 4 and 5. Came down to about 3, 4 plays a night now, and I've really started to see a change. Like I got to stop reaching, but when I like every play, when I like a lot, it's
Yeah,
tough not to like pull the trigger, you know?
that's what was me, Dill. I was touching a lot of plays, and then yesterday I didn't touch that, and the day before I only touched two, ended up going 2-0.
Yeah,
So, but
that's the
before that 2-0, Dill, I
you were
was like,
seeing the board. Lovely.
yeah, I was like, let me chill out, and
Yeah.
just pick one or two plays I'm confident in, and you know. But we have some today, Dill. Let's start strong.
Yes, sir. Before we do that, let me tell you guys about our sponsor today. We are brought to you by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. It is no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and 4.5 ABV, Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebrations, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor our tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives. Whether it's Huckleberry playing a round of golf with the boys or an elderberry on Sunday, championship Sunday, while watching it with the boys, it doesn't matter. Our flavors pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle but refreshing drink. Our belief here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, Elvis, let's get to it. Championship Sunday goes down tomorrow. 2 games will start in the NFC. They have the first game. Eagles hosting the 49ers. Eagles short home favorites, -2.5 at home. I feel like the number will get to 3. Over under is at 46.5. I feel like since it's very juiced, the Eagles at -2.5. I see it at -118. I see it at -120. So if you do like the 49ers, I would wait. I think tomorrow it will get up to 3. If you do like the Eagles, I would hammer them now. But Elvis, how are you going to play this game?
Dill, I started off slow. Dill. I started off slow. I was looking. I was searching. I was like, let's start with props, Dill. So I ended up starting with props. So you want? Can I lead with props, Dill, to
Yeah.
start off it? Dill, I got 2 player props in this game. I got AJ Brown. It's juiced up. It's juiced up. So shop around. I even feel confident if you could get it at 5.5 at possibly plus money. But I take AJ Brown more than 4.5 receptions. I'm -160. I understand it's a little rich, people, but AJ Brown was upset last week. He didn't, have enough targets. He didn't really contribute to, the offensive winning the game. Kind of blowing the Giants out, and he was verbally upset that he wasn't getting enough attention on the field. So I expect the Philadelphia Eagles to go out there and give him the ball early, probably 2 or 3 catches in the first quarter alone, get him involved, and then throughout the game, I think he'll be able to eat Dill. So I think he goes over 4.5 easily. It wouldn't shock me if he goes 5, 6, or possibly 7 receptions in the game.
Yeah. What's your other one? I got a lot in this game. So
You got a lot, so okay. Uh, Debo, I'm shocked that it's this low, and I think it's kind of disrespectful because he's one of the best dual threats in the league. Give me Debo Samuel, more than 49 and a half receiving yards still. The fact is only at 49 and a half, kind of disrespectful. I understand he didn't have a huge game last week. Nobody really did. Besides George Kittle, crazy catch down the middle, nobody really had a tremendous game. Christian McCaffrey held to his lowest yards possibly all season. So I just feel like Debo Samuel, he's just another animal. He could take a bubble screen to the house still. So
yeah.
for it to be in at 49 and a half yards, I think it's kind of disrespectful. Give me more than 49 and a half yards, Debo Samuel. I'm minus 115.
All right. So, I'm going to start on this side and I'll get to my props total, whatever. The Eagles, they're a small favorite. They dominated the Giants on both sides of the ball last week. But I got to go with the Niners here. They're my pick to win it all, so I have to take them. I took the +2.5. I took them on the money line as well. I am waiting till 3. I think it's a good teaser option as well. But I just think they're the more talented team on every level, maybe besides the quarterback position, obviously. But I think Purdy might struggle a little, especially against that secondary. I didn't think he had the best game last week, and the Eagles' defense is much better than the Cowboys. So I think if he doesn't turn the ball over and he makes the right reads, he should be fine. He doesn't have to throw for over 300 yards to win this game, but I just think he needs to limit the turnovers. The Eagles are, and as for the Eagles, I think they're going to try to beat the Niners through the air. The Niners rank second in the league against the run, so it should be interesting to see if the Eagles want to continue to run and pound the ball. So 49ers defense has led them to 12 straight wins. They are the best defense in the league. They're number 1 and 2. Both of these defenses are good. So as for the total, like I said, two of the best defenses to score on. The 49ers allow the fewest points in the NFL in the regular season, while the Eagles allow the 7th fewest points. So I see a low scoring kind of old school 80s kind of game. As for the player props, since we're getting down to the last few weeks in the NFL, I'm going to try to have some fun, play some same game parlays, some props, just for a little extra cash, but they're probably going to be half unit plays. I'm not going to put a whole unit on it, but let's start with anytime touchdown. Jalen Hurts +125. In his last 8 games, he's run for 8 touchdowns. His legs might be the deciding factor in this game. So they like to run a lot of RPO type of offense at plus money. +125, I got it at. They're begging me to take it. So Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown +125. I also like Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown -125. Since coming over to the 49ers, he scored a total of 12 touchdowns, and that includes a touchdown in 8 straight games. So I think he might be the best offensive weapon for the Niners, and he could score in multiple ways. He could catch it out of the backfield. He could run it. So I think CMC finds a way into the end zone once again. Back to the Eagle side, I do like A.J. Brown to wake up a little, like you were alluding to. I think he gets in the end zone, +155. If you want to beat the 49ers, like I said, I think you got to beat them through the air, and that means getting the ball to your best receiver, which is A.J. Brown. I like the receiving prop for you. I also like him to find the end zone. He was very adamant about getting the ball last week. So he had a career season, 11 touchdowns altogether, 8 at home. 8 at home in 9 games at home this season. So I think this game is for all the stars. So I love them all to find the end zone. And here's a long shot anytime touchdown prop. Give me Brandon Ayuk at +270. Since Brock Purdy has become the starter, Ayuk has averaged 60 yards receiving a game, but he's only scored 2 touchdowns. He hasn't had that, big time playoff moment yet, but I think this game might have it for him. He's built the chemistry with Purdy over the weeks. He has the opportunity to score a touchdown. And I like the first 2 a little more, but sprinkle a little on Brandon Ayuk to find the end zone, +270. What do you think about those?
I like those, though. If anything, I would throw George Kittle in there because he's been a heavy target since Brock Purdy came in, Bill. But I like everything, especially Jalen Hurts, Christian McCaffrey. I'll lean Christian McCaffrey as well. Anytime touchdown, he's gonna get in, catching it, running it one way, one how. Christian McCaffrey will get in, so I love that play, though.
So you talked about your props. Now you didn't mention anything about this side. Any opinion or lean? I know Eagles are dominant. The line really hasn't moved all week. No play on the side. Anything on the total as well?
I have a play on the side, though, but the thing is Rich. I think the Philadelphia Eagles will advance to the Super Bowl. I think they win
Mm,
this game. I think they're slightly better than the 49ers. I like the 49ers front, but I also think the Eagles have the best secondary in the league. Both offensive line, I'm not going to say which one is better because to me, they're both great. Running game, I think with Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders, they're kind of equal to Christian McCaffrey. I think Deebo Samuel as well. I will give the slight edge to the 49ers just because I have Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey. But Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders, they're right there, 1-2 punch with the running game as well, Dill. I think this game is evenly matched, and I think you alluded to it earlier, Dill. The one difference in this game comes down to the quarterback. I think this is what it comes down to.
yeah.
And I think Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant himself, I think 12-0, Dill, is a great start of a career. But to go to the Super Bowl, that's something. And I think we finally see Brock Purdy throw an interception, possibly fumble. We've been seeing this kid play mistake-free football all playoff long, Seattle.
Yeah.
So somebody got to do. Dallas defense played a tremendous game last week, holding them to 19 points. I think that's the fewest he scored all season since he started. So I think the Eagles defense is slightly better. I think they could put more pressure on him, and I think the secondary is so much better than Dallas. So give me the Philadelphia Eagles to advance. I understand the money lines at -150, so I'm not going to tell you, money line. But I do believe the Philadelphia Eagles will win this game, and if you have the pockets, Eagles, money line, -150.
Do you like laying the 2.5 or no? You think it's a 3-point game?
I think it's a 3-point game, Deal, but it wouldn't shock me if it's a 21-20 victory with a field goal. You know, it wouldn't shock me. It's gonna be. I honestly believe it's gonna be a sloppy game, Deal.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a hard, gritted out, 90s, early 2000s style football. It wouldn't shock me if the final score is a 17-14. It wouldn't shock me at all, Deal. This is two top 5 defenses we're seeing.
Yeah. And you alluded to it. We haven't seen the regression from Brock Purdy yet, and we've all been waiting in the playoffs against good defenses, and maybe you got to give credit to Kyle Shanahan not putting him in a position to make a mistake, So we haven't seen it. We will see it at one point.
Quick question. Quick, though, breaking news. The line is officially 1-3.
Perfect. I said it 5 minutes ago. I think it will get to 3. Give me that. I think it's money is coming in on the Eagles for a reason, though.
+2.5 is officially at a +100 for the 49ers. +3 is -109. -3 is -111 for the Eagles.
Yeah, shop around for the +3 as well, because it's a great teaser spot as well. You get the 49ers to a double score to lose by double digit. I don't think that's going to happen, but you mentioned
either side.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a one-score game, whoever wins the game. So should be interesting. I think if Brock Purdy, in my opinion, I think Brock Purdy's done enough to win the QB1 position for next season. But if he does go out and win this game, there's no debate. He's the quarterback for next season.
This is my opinion on it, though. I think he rightly already earned the starting spot for next season. That's just my opinion. Mm-hmm. But if he goes out there and throws 3 interceptions, throw for 110 yards, and goes, 12 of 38, then I'll be like, okay, maybe Trey
you got to compete with someone.
Yeah, but if he goes out there and loses in a 27-24 ball game with 280 yards passing, a 60% completion percentage, and a touchdown or 2, I think he still deserves the job, Dill. I think the only way he loses the job if he goes out there and lays a complete egg. I'm talking about what we saw last week, Giants versus Eagles. If he plays like that.
Yeah, which I don't think both of us anticipate him doing, right?
And to be honest, I don't think he's capable from the 49ers.
with the coaches, with the players that he has, I just don't think it's. I think you and I could go out there and complete some passes.
No, all seriousness, I think if you hand the ball off 60 times, I think they get points on the board. If they hand off the ball 60 straight times, they still get points on the board.
I agree. It should be a good one, though. I'm surprised it's not the 6:00 one. I understand Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, but
you know why?
It's a better game.
Because I personally think. Because Eagles fans at night, NFC Championship game, they don't want a whole riot happening at night.
Yeah, a riot, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The fans are crazy, Dale. So they're looking at it like, are they going to go crazy at? We rather have them celebrate at 7 or at 11. I think that's a business decision. I think
Yeah.
7 is.
Business decision. Let's do it.
You gotta say they're in Philly, though. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's not for all the listeners who've never been to Philadelphia.
They're different.
It's a zoo. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now. It's a
They're,
zoo.
you know, everyone complains and gets mad. Oh, the New York fan base is crazy. Yeah, we're crazy, but we're not. Philly's just scumbags.
Yeah,
Like,
they're insane over there. Like
they're
something wrong with them.
they're
You know?
garbage. But
Come on, this is not disrespect the people now, Dill.
not the people. I like I like this. I like true diehard fans. You could heckle me, but when you get belligerent, when you start putting your hands on people,
Like when you remember that side note, sorry
Yeah.
to go there, but remember that Philly fan that put the double birds for Russell Westbrook, and then he threw Russell Westbrook ended up throwing
threw
him
him
out.
out. Yeah.
That just shows you, like, Philly fans, you don't do that. You don't give double birds to a player. You could just be like, hey, you suck. You know?
Another side note, when last week UFC 283, the Brazilian fans were chanting, "We hope you die," or
Yeah, but that's damn near a third world country, though.
yo, you gotta chill. Like Jamal Hill was coming out and he had people in his face going like, so
Bro.
like some of these fans out there, it doesn't matter what country you're in, they're diehards, and you know you gotta respect it.
You gotta respect it. But...
Let's go out to Arrowhead, 5th AFC.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Burrowhead.
Yeah. I like how the players have been saying that too, especially the Chief players too.
That's what I'm saying. It's officially called Burrowhead. You gotta respect it.
Yeah. So Chiefs home against the Bengals. Lines moved again. The video has come out. I don't know. You probably have seen it as well. Patrick Mahomes on his ankle walked pretty fine to me. Put some pressure on it. Obviously not enough pressure like a game, but looked good after that video came out. Money's come in on the Chiefs. Now they are home favorite again, and it looks like Patrick Mahomes won't end the day as the first time being an underdog besides the Super Bowl against Tom. But other than that, -1.5 at home, over unders at 48, a little higher than the first game. But Elvis, how are you going to see this one playing out?
Still, it's tough picking this game because my eye test tells me Cincinnati is just a much better team. At this stage right now, you know, Patty Mahomes ain't at 100%. Their defense is playing like a top 10 defense. Chiefs defense, so-and-so. It all comes down to the health of Patrick Mahomes' ankle. Dill, we've seen him time after time make miracle runs in the playoffs. Not get you just 5-10 yards for a first down, but get you 20-30 for a touchdown. We've seen it multiple times, Dill, and that's the thing. Is he going to be able to escape and just, you know, move 4 or 5 yards just to make that extra throw to Kelsey down the middle? Is he going to be able to move left and right like he always can? Throw off his back foot. We saw a throw last week. Honestly, it's just last week, and that's when he hurt it, though. But he planted on that back foot and wasn't able to get enough on the football. So that's my thing. Is he going to be 100% come? Nobody's going to be 100%, but is he going to be 70% come the fourth quarter? Because I understand they're going to shoot him up in the beginning of the game. He's going to be fine the first half, 3 quarters, but you know, late in the game, that medicine starts to wear off, though, and that's what's concerning to me. I love the fact that the Bengals ran the hell out of the ball last week, even in the snow. Joe Mixon ran it down the throat. I keep hearing, the offensive line. Offensive line looked pretty damn good to me last week. Joe Burrow didn't get sacked once. I don't even think he got touched. Joe Mixon ran it for $1 something. Team overall ran it for over 160. That's impressive. And to do it in the snow on the road. Still, I love this Chiefs team. I really do. I like Patrick Mahomes. I love Andy Reid. I'm having a tough time seeing the Chiefs lose 4 straight to this team. But I'm also having a tough time not seeing it, Dill. So I got 2 player props again.
All that. Now I'm gonna cut in the player props. I hear you.
I'm gonna give you my side in a minute, but I'm gonna go with the player props. Still, last week, Joe Burrow was untouched, and I think this week it's not gonna happen. Dill, Chiefs top 5 teams in sacks. Give me Chris Jones anytime sack. I'm -122. Dill, I think he gets a sack. It wouldn't shock me if a few players on the other side gets a sack. I think Joe Burrow will get touched this game. So give me Chris Jones anytime sack. I'm -122. And then Dill, just because we know Patty ain't 100%. Give me Isaiah Pacheco over 48.5 rushing yards still. I think he's going to get at least 15 to 20 carries. Probably somewhere around there. Like I said, how's Patrick Mahomes going to react? I don't think you go out there and throw the ball 35 times. I don't think you sit him back, drop him back more than 25 times still. I think you're going to have a lot of slow reads, a lot of quick throws, and I think he's going to run the ball a lot, though. So give me Isaiah Pacheco over 48.5 rushing yards, still.
I love the Pacheco one. I was looking at his numbers while you were talking. Last time against Cincinnati in Week 13, he went for 66. Last 5 games, he's gone over this number 4 out of the last 5 games. Last 10 games, he's gone over this number in 9 of 10 games. Yeah, Isaiah Pacheco's just been running the hell out of the ball. I agree. I love that play. I see it at 50.5. You were able to get 48.5. Even better. Shop around.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, got it a few days ago, but no, I love that play as well. And if you want to get down on all of the player projections like Elvis and I, head on over to Prize Picks. All first-time users that deposit and use promo code DreamWager will receive 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Deposit 100, Prize Picks will give you 100. Deposit 50, Prize Picks will give you 50. You pick 2 or 5 players, and if they score more than or less than the Prize Picks projection, you will win. You can win up to 10 times your money. You're not playing against other people. It's just you and the Prize Picks projections. You could do NBA and NFL. You could combine it. It doesn't really matter. They offer so many sports. Prize Picks entries can be made within 60 seconds or less. It's that easy. Prize Picks safe and offers fast withdrawals. Download Prize Picks today and play daily fantasy sports with us. Make sure you use promo code DreamWager when you sign up. Elvis, for me, this one was a tough one as well to come down. Chiefs, they shifted to a small favorite after that video surfaced. No doubt all eyes will be on Patrick Mahomes this game to see how that ankle will hold up. Bengals just beat the Bills on the road. Bengals are 3-0 against the Chiefs. They're 1-0 against the Bills. Like, they just they get up for these games. Yeah. Joe Burrow said it. When it comes to December, they start to play the real football. So
real quick, Dill. Yeah. And remember, what's most impressive out of all these wins, Dill? They've all been on the road.
Yeah,
they all been on the road. Last season, they had the one home playoff game because they won the division, but they went to Arrowhead last season. Yeah. They went to Buffalo. Now they're going back to Arrowhead. That's impressive, people.
Very impressive. I agree. I think that can't be underlooked because usually people at home play a little better, but going on the road, and they're not just playing the Jets or the they're playing great fucking teams. So you got to tip your hats off to them. As for the total, earlier in the year when these two teams, they combined for 51 points in the Bengals win. So the game went over, but don't know if I see another over in this one. I am going to take the Chiefs on the money line here. Like you said, Elvis, I just can't see it. I honestly just can't see Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid losing 4 straight times to them. They're going to take this personal. They're going to take everything. Patrick Mahomes knows it as well. So I put a little half unit on Chiefs money line. It's not my most confident play, but I do like the Chiefs to finally beat the Bengals to get to the Super Bowl. I'm also going to tease the Chiefs with the 49ers as well. As for player props as well, I'm going to go back to the anytime touchdown market. Give me Ja'Marr Chase anytime touchdown, -105. This guy's the man, He balled out last game against the Chiefs. He racked up 7 catches for 97 yards. Not only is he just racking up the yards, he's also scoring touchdowns. He scored 9 touchdowns in his last 9 games. And, like I said, these are the type of games where he gets up to play. In 3 games against the Chiefs where they're 3-0, he's averaged 139 yards while getting 4 touchdowns. So I think he continues to put up big numbers. Look for Ja'Marr Chase to have another big game and also to find the end zone. So going to go with that. Also, Elvis, I like the Pacheco one. I'm going to tell you on that after doing a little more research. The guy just an over machine. I'm also going to go over Joe Burrow, 17.5 rushing yards. I know it's a lot, but I just throw all the things in the regular season away. Like we saw it last week. His number was, I think, 13 or 14 against Buffalo. He rushed for 31 yards in the snow. With that offensive line, I know it held up last week, but I think this defense might be a little better than Buffalo. And if they do get home, Joe Burrow's athletic enough where he'll escape and get a few first downs. So 17.5. I like that. I think Joe Burrow gets over that number as well. And then for my last one, I'm going back to reliable. Travis Kelce over 6.5 receptions, -148. It's a little chalky here, but Elvis, like I say, the juice is worth the squeeze sometimes. I just talked about Chase, who is the Bengals' best target. Let's talk about Kelce, who's the Chiefs' best target. Even though I do think Mahomes will be healthier, I think he's going to want to get the ball out quickly, and especially to the guy he trusts the most. Kelce has a great history in the playoffs. He's gotten 8 or more catches in 6 of his last 7 playoff games. So he thrives in these types of games. I think the Bengals are going to get pressure on Mahomes, and he gets that ball out quick. And who's he going to give it to? The guy he trusts the most, which is Travis Kelce. So I know it's a little chalky at -148. There are some books that offer 7.5 at plus money. So if you like that as well, I think that's another option to look forward to. Elvis, any opinion or any thoughts on my plays?
Still, I love the Jamar Chase. I was going to lean him anytime touchdown as well, just because he's a touchdown machine in the playoff. It seems like every game, the first drive of the game, he's the number one target, though. They just want to get him involved, get him in the end zone early, though. And that's another thing, though. I also love that as well, because I think this game is going to come down to, this is when I tell you my play. I think this game is going to come down to red zone offense, Dill. Mm-hmm. Do you know the Chiefs are the 27th ranked red zone defense?
Yeah, not good. They can't stop anyone.
So, to me, this game will come down to, in the red zone, are you going to kick a field goal or are you going to get a touchdown, Dill? And right now, I think Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals have some unfinished business to do, not just in the AFC Championship game, but in the Super Bowl, Dill. Give me the Give me the Cincinnati Bengals plus 108 on the money line, Dill. I think they make it 4 straight. I think they got the better defense. I love the running game. I understand the offensive line is a little mischief, but that didn't come in effect last week, Dill. We've seen this guy get sacked 9 times and still win a road playoff game. So I don't think the sacks will get to him. I do believe Kansas City will get to him, Dill, but I don't think it will get to him. I still think Joe Burrow is going to go out there, have a scripted first drive. They're going to go up. If they get the ball first, they're going to go up off the rip 7-0. I believe that with all my might, Dill. And I think all day the Chiefs are going to have to climb back in, and they know Patrick Mahomes is limited. I'm not going to say we ain't going to see the same Patty Mahomes, but we're not going to see Patty Mahomes get those extra 10, 15, 20 yards. I think we're going to see him just, a lot of quick dump offs, try to move the ball quick. Something like how Tom Brady used to be in New England. 2.5 seconds, the ball's already gone. So I think we're going to see a lot of that. Not a lot of deep plays from Kansas City, Dill. And I think that's what they're going to take away, Dill. When Kansas City's moving the ball downfield, I think that's when they're at their best. And I think Cincinnati defense not only capable of holding them to that, I think the ankle will hold them to that as well, Dill. So give me 4 in a row. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals at Burrowhead plus 108.
We're on opposite sides on both games. I love it. I'm going with the Chiefs on the money line. You're on the Bengals. I'm on the 49ers. I have to take the 49ers. I have a huge ticket. I'm not going to hedge. I honestly think they are capable of winning that game. What game out of the games, because you did pick Eagles and you did pick Bengals, which game would surprise you the most that you lost? Would it be the 49ers or would it be Chiefs winning?
It'll be the Chiefs winning, though. Just because the 49ers, like I said, the 49ers and the Eagles, they're evenly matched, like damn near to the T. Two best offensive lines in football, two top 5 defenses in football. Like I said, I like the 49ers front a little more than the Eagles, but the Eagles secondary is the best secondary in football. So that's my thing. Yeah. So it wouldn't shock me at all, But if the Chiefs wouldn't shock me either. It's just, can Patty Mahomes look like Patty Mahomes? Honestly, I'm not worried about the first half. I'm worried about the second half, Dill. Because if he starts limping, I think that's when Cincinnati just starts bringing pressure and double coverage Travis Kelce and see who could beat you one-on-one.
If he looks like old Patrick Mahomes and no sign of limping and he looks good, he's scrambling, are you worried then or no?
Not really, because Patty Mahomes was healthy the 3 previous times.
Yeah,
and look
you're
what
right.
That got you.
Yeah, so exactly.
So it
And you got
wouldn't shock.
Tyreek Hill for 2 of them.
Exactly, though. He had Tyreek for 2 of them. You know,
I agree.
I just think Cincinnati's a better team right now. It's not Joe Burrow's better than Patty Mahomes. I just think the Cincinnati Bengals are a little better than the Kansas City Chiefs all around. 53-man roster. Their 53 is better than Kansas City 53.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Chiefs winning would be the more surprising game for me. Even though I did take them, I'm not as confident as the 49ers. I agree. It's a coin flip game, the 49ers Eagle. They're very similar. They
It
have
wouldn't
great
shock
rosters.
me.
Yeah.
Both teams are great. To me, that could have been a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you know,
100%, and I wouldn't be mad at that. I think that'd be a great Super Bowl. But one has to win. Elvis, good luck. Any last comments or any last plays you have for Championship Sunday for either game? If I missed anything.
Oh no, though. Let me just read them off once again
Yeah.
so people could get AJ Brown more than 4.5 receptions, Deebo Samuel more than 49.5 receiving, Isaiah Pacheco more than 48.5 rushing, and then Chris Jones anytime sack minus 122.
All right, I'll read off mine real quick. Thank you for that. 49ers +3, like Elvis said it, the line moved. Gonna take them. I'll sprinkle a little on the money line as well. I am for the player props in that game. Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown +125. Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown -125. AJ Brown anytime touchdown +155. Brandon Ayuk anytime touchdown +270. As for the AFC Championship game, slight lean. I'm gonna sprinkle a little on the Chiefs money line. I'm for the player props, Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown -105. Travis Kelce, more than 6.5 receptions. Joe Burrow, more than 17.5 rushing yards. And I'm tailing Elvis on the Isaiah Pacheco rushing prop at 48.5. I see 50. It doesn't matter to me. I still like 50.
It could be 58.5. Still like it.
He's still going over that. So Elvis, good luck. Should be a hell of a weekend tomorrow for Championship Sunday. Hopefully it lives up to it. But let's transition to the hardwood. We got 11 NBA games tonight. Well, it starts actually today, 3:10 Eastern. Let's start with the first game in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia 76ers hosting Denver Nuggets. 76ers -3.5 at home, over under at 232. How are you going to play this one?
Dale, it might shock you how I'm going to go with this game, Dale, but give me the Philadelphia 76ers -3.5 at home, Dale. 76ers quietly has been the best team since January 1st, Dale. I don't know. A lot of people have been paying attention, but last time I checked, I think they were 10-2.
They're one game out of first place, and they're +500, +550 to win the division. They're not far behind Boston.
They're not far behind, though. They've been playing like the best team in basketball since the start of the calendar year, though, and I got to respect that. They're at home. They're healthy. James Harden, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, they're all on the floor, Dill. So when they're on the floor, I think they're one of the better teams in NBA, one of the deepest teams in NBA, because I love their bench. I love Nene Yang. I think he's a great role player. So give me the Philadelphia 76ers to take care of business and possibly make a statement today. Give me the 76ers -3.5.
Love it. Love it. Let's go to the game of the day in Brooklyn. The Battle of New York didn't end well for my team last time, but maybe we got a better shot this time around. We got Brooklyn Nets hosting the New York Knicks. Nets -2 in the Barclays Center, over under that 223.5. Elvis, I will let you lead off. How you playing this one?
Dill, I'm gonna let you lead it off, Dill. I'm gonna let you lead it off, Dill.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a player prop. I'm going to take Julius Randle more than 26.5 points. You know, as a Knicks fan, it's nice to see how well Julius Randle's been playing. Him and Brunson, I think they're a great combination. Randle is coming off 2 games where he really led the Knicks to 2 straight wins. He scored 37 against the Celtics in a win, 36 against the Cavs in a win. His last 4 games, he scored a total of 128 points. He's averaging 32 during that span. His points goes up in his last 5 games, 28.4. So seems low, but the Brooklyn Nets, 7th in the league in points allowed, 3rd in points allowed. Excuse me. The Brooklyn Nets are 7th in the league in points allowed and 3rd in field goal percentage. Randle, I think he has plenty of opportunities. He's the go-to man, especially if the game is close. So I think he's going to get enough volume. I think he goes over this number. So going to get Julius Randle over 26.5 points for me.
I don't know, though. Ben Simmons gonna be on him. All right.
He left the game. Did you hear your coach?
Yeah.
Rolling his eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, can you blame him?
I don't. Not
Yeah.
one bit. Dill, I'm gonna tell you something, Dill, and I don't want you to get too excited about this, Dill. But the Knicks will win this game. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The Knicks are gonna win this game. But give me Kyrie Irving more than 31 and a half points still. This man's been averaging 37 points since Kevin Durant's injury. I think Kyrie goes for another 34 to 36 points still. Give me Kyrie more than 31 and a half points still.
I love it. 2 player props for the game. So you're not betting the Nets, huh?
I just told you, Dill, the Knicks are gonna win the game. I'm not gonna bet it, but I'm saying it to the listeners so they could get this money.
Why?
You're
Just because
welcome.
Kevin Durant is gone? You don't believe in Kyrie?
No. We've been playing bad basketball. We just lost to the Detroit Pistons, and the Knicks. I've been playing pretty good basketball. I watch these games too. I'll be tuning in, and the Knicks been playing better. Julius Randle finally looking like himself from 2 years ago, not from last year. So I like what I'm seeing, Dill. But are the Knicks slightly better than the Nets right now? Absolutely.
All right, I appreciate that. Finally, some good words.
Honest words. Honest
Honest,
words.
thank
It's
you.
not good. I'm just telling
No.
the truth.
Let's go to Orlando. Magic hosting the Bulls. Bulls road favorites -2.5. Over unders at 230.5. How you gonna play this one?
Dill. Give me the home dog. Give me the Orlando Magic +2.5. And let me sprinkle something on the money line, though. We see Chicago Bulls play down to the competition all season and then play up to the competition. They have above 500 records against teams in the playoffs seeding right now. And they're sub 500 against teams that's sub 500. Doesn't make sense to me, but hey, give me the Magic at home +2.5. And hey, if you like my man Curtis, give me something on the money line.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with another player prop in this one, and it's on the Orlando Magic side. Franz Wagner over 18.5 points. I don't know. I always find myself diving into these Orlando Magic props. Maybe it is because of Kurt, but don't know why. But they do have some nice young pieces, I think, for the future. But Franz Wagner, he's having a nice season. He's averaging 20 points per game. He's shooting 49% from the field. Last 5 games, he's averaging 19.4 points during that 5-game stretch. The number's even better if you date back to his last 10 games. Wagner's gone over this number in 7 of his last 10 games. He's averaging 21.4 points during that span. The Bulls, they're middle in the pack in regards to their defense, 18th in the league in points, 16th in the league in field goals allowed. So Wagner, he's been putting up a lot of shots recently. Last time he faced the Bulls, he was able to score 20 points. I think he has a similar outing. So give me over 18.5 points for Franz Wagner. Love saying his name, by the way. Let's go out to Detroit, where they just beat your Nets. Pistons hosting the Rockets. Pistons -4 at home, over under at 236.5. You back in the Pistons again?
Dill, after what I saw the other night, Dill, I might have to take the Pistons -4, Dill. Not all seriousness, Dill. Your boy Ish Smith, right? That's your boy Ish Smith.
He's fast.
Yo, bro, he scored the first 12 points on us. It was 12-5. Timeout. Early. I was like, who? I was like, bro, this dude's a bucket.
Remember, he used to play for Washington a few years ago.
Bro, I was like, damn, Detroit got some talent. No Kate Cunningham either. And they washed us still. They beat us by double digits. I turned off the game with like 8 minutes left. I was like, I ain't watching this no more. Dill, I gotta lean Detroit -4 just because what I saw the performance the other day in Brooklyn. Other than that, I don't advise anybody to bet with these teams.
This game, yeah.
Well, not these teams.
Yeah, sometimes that's the best bet, is not to bet the game at all. You got 2 bad teams. I know they just had a nice win against Brooklyn, but Brooklyn's not near 100%.
Jalen Green just got his career high of a 40-point game, so maybe he's emerging. But
yeah, but they still they're a long way.
These teams are a couple years out, people.
Yeah. Let's go to Atlanta. Hawks hosting the Clippers. Kind of a pick 'em right now. -1 short favorites on the road for the Clippers. Over under at 233.5. You back in the road team here?
Yo, give me the Clippers as a pick 'em. Got them -108. Shop around. Hopefully, you could possibly get them at plus money if you shop around. Seeing it right now, -110. I probably did that. I apologize. But give me the Clippers -108 on the road. I think they're just a better team. I understand Atlanta has been playing better basketball, but hey, the Clippers been playing pretty good basketball as of late as well. They're finally getting healthy. The more you see Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on the court, the scarier it is for the NBA. I'm telling you right now, Dale. If they play, let's just say they play was like 40 games, less than 40 games left. If they play 30 of the remaining 30 something games left, they'll NBA's in trouble.
Yeah, it's in trouble. Let's get to Minnesota. Minnesota hosting the Kings. Kings -2 on the road. They're a really good team. I like them. They're fun. They score a lot of points to the Kings team. Over under 237, high total. How do you see this one coming out?
Dill, give me the Sacramento Kings on the road, -125. Dill, I just think they're the better team. Minnesota, that's one of my tough losses the other day as well. I faded Minnesota. They fucked me. So give me Sacramento. I think they're going to hold it down for me tonight. Give me the Kings on the money line. If you want to lay the 1.5, 2.5, whatever it is, by all means. But I'm playing safe. Give me them on the money line, -125.
All right, let's go out to San Antonio Suns. They're playing better basketball. I backed them a few nights ago, I think. They've been playing better basketball, I could say, as of late. So on the road, taking on San Antonio Spurs. Suns laying 6 on the road, over under 232. How do you see this one going down?
So I gotta lean the Suns -5.5, just because the words of the Spurs might be the worst defensive team in basketball, Dill. So I will lean Suns -5.5 and the over total. You know I rarely touch overs, so give me the over 231.
Love it. I love that play. I like the over a lot. You know why? Just because they're not interested in playing any defense, and so aren't the Minnesota Timberwolves either. They're just going to go up and down. They don't play defense. They're just going to score a lot of points. So I do like the over as well. Let's go out to Washington. Wizards. No, they're on the road team. Excuse me. They're playing New Orleans. Pelicans. Let's go out to New Orleans. Pelicans hosting the Wizards. Pelicans laying 4 at home. Over-unders at 230.5. Bradley Beal is back for the Wizards. How you going to play this one, E?
Dill, I got no play in this one, Dill. If anything, I'll lean Wizards +4, but Pelicans been fading without Zion, without Brandon Ingram. And Washington, they just traded away Rich Hakamura. They did get the win the other night, shockingly,
You
but
heard what Shaq said. Who's that?
Chill.
Who's Raji Hachimura?
But hey, they did upset I think they beat Dallas the other night. So if anything, I'll lean the +4 just because the Pelicans haven't been playing good basketball.
All right, it's 3 games left on the slate. Should be a good one here tonight. Boston Celtics hosting the Los Angeles Lakers. Celtics laying 8.5 at home, over under 233.5. Elvis, should be a good one. We are on the watch for LeBron passing the all-time points. Should get there, I feel like, very soon. But how you playing this one?
Give me LeBron over 28.5. I think he goes to 30-something points. I think he's at this pace right now in this season where he realized this team needs to win. This team needs to find a way to get to somewhere above 500. And I think the best way to do that is to him to go out there and average about 35 points a game. That's what he's been doing since he turned 38, and the Lakers have a winning record since that day, Dill. So I think LeBron just keeps on keeping on, gives another great performance. If anything, I still think the Boston Celtics will win this game. So Lakers
They're not
ain't
playing that good though.
I know, but still the Lakers. Still, Anthony Davis is back, so hey, possibly a chance. But give me LeBron over 28.5, though. And speaking about LeBron in that record, I will be going to the Lakers Nets game Monday in Brooklyn, Dill. Wish LeBron was a little closer so I could possibly witness history, Dill, but I expect to witness something great. So
if he doesn't play, if he doesn't play, because he is dealing with a little ankle injury, but I think he should play.
He's been that ankle injury, nothing major, Dill. And he's gonna have a day. He just had 2 days off, Friday and Thursday, and then he's gonna have tomorrow off. There, he's gonna be well rested. Gonna watch the championship game. Going to chill with KD in Brooklyn. Then he's gonna drop about 30-40 points on us, and that's all.
That's it. I'm also gonna go LeBron James over at 28.5 points. Even at age 38, LeBron's just playing at an ultimate high level. He's 7th in the league this year, averaging 29.9 points per game. Almost near 30 points a game, and Not even though the Lakers lost their first meeting between the Celtics, but LeBron had a hell of a game. He dropped 33 points, 9 boards, 9 dimes. These are just the games James gets up for. And while everyone's watching, Celtics, they're on a 3-game losing streak, not playing the best defense of late as well. James, he's gone over this number in 3 of his 5 games, averaging 31.6 points per game. Now, this number gets better over his last 10 games. James has gone over this number in 6 of his last 10 games, averaging 32.7 points per game in that span. So I agree. I think another big outing from LeBron is in factor tonight. Let's go out to Utah. Jazz hosting the Dallas Mavericks. Jazz laying 7.5 at home, over under 224. Are we just taking Dallas by principle?
Dale, remember, there's no Luka Doncic here, Dale. So you got to take that in consideration. Luka is hurt with an ankle injury. Excuse me. I'll lean still Dallas plus 7.5, Dale, just because Spencer Dinwiddie could possibly ball. His over under prop is at 25.5. It's a little rich for me, but I'll lean it over in either way, Dale. I think Spencer Dinwiddie will be able to put up points in the basket. And I think I wouldn't say it's his team now, but I definitely think he's one of the 1 or 2 best options offensively.
Yeah, I'm going. That's exactly where I'm going. I'm going Spencer Dinwiddie over 2.5 3 points made. I think he's found himself a nice home in Dallas. His numbers, they're across the board. They're up across the board. And, I don't know if it's because he's playing with Luka for most of the year or he's just confidence went up, but instead of attacking his point prop, which I do think is a little high, I like the 3-point made prop. He's shooting 40.7% from behind the arc this season, which is up from 33% last season. Last time the Mavs played the Jazz, Dinwiddie was able to make 4 threes and go over this number. He's gone over this number in 4 of his last 5 games. Spencer, he's also shooting the 3 much better on the road, 45.8% on the road. In 23 road games this season, Dinwiddie has gone over this number 15 times, hitting the mark 65% of the time. So at 2.5, this line seems a little short, especially since Luka won't play. I think Spencer Dinwiddie has a big game tonight as well. I agree. I'm going over 2.5 3-pointers made. Last game on the slate, 10 o'clock Eastern. Portland Trailblazers hosting the Toronto Raptors. Trailblazers laying 5 at home, over unders at 232.5. Elvis, how you playing this one?
Yeah, we just seen Damian Lillard go for over 60 points the other night, Dale. His player prop points total is at 32.5, Dale. I kind of want to lean his over just because I have a feeling he might. I'm not gonna say he's going for 60 now, but that high hand might carry over, Dale. So no official played on the side, Dale, but I'll lean Toronto plus 5. I think they're evenly matched. And I'll be honest, I'll lean Damian Lillard over 32.5 points still.
All right. Last player prop for me, I'm going to go Scotty Barnes, over 4.5 assists. Raptors are still continuing this road trip. Blazers, they're a tough match for them, I think. But I like the young bull Scotty Barnes in his assist prop. He's averaging 4.9 assists this season. And he's gone over this number in 6 straight games. In their first meeting between the Trailblazers, Barnes was only recorded 4 assists, but he was asked to do more in that game. He dropped 22 points. So over Barnes' last 5 games, he's recorded 31 assists, averaging 6.2 assists during that span. So in Barnes' last 10 games, he's gone over this mark in 8 out of those 10 games, hitting it in 80%. So I think he's seeing the court really well right now. He's playing selfish basketball. The odds are a little chalky at minus 130, but like I always say, sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze. I like Scotty Barnes over 9.5 or 4.5 assists. If it was at 9.5, holy shit, that would have been a lot. But no, I like Scotty Barnes over 4.5 assists. Any plays or anything I left out for the NBA for you, Elvis?
No, duh. If anything, I feel like it was a couple snubs on the All-Star starters list. I think SGA, Sabonis. I think Sabonis should have got in there over Zion just because, the best ability is durability. But hey, it is what it is. SGA, I feel like he should have got over Steph Curry. Don't get me wrong, Steph Curry is a great player, but SGA is having a little better season than Steph, if you ask 100%. Me. It's just going by the numbers, that's all. I'm not saying who's the better team. I'm just saying if you just checking the numbers, SGA is playing a little better than Stephen Curry this season. And I think Sabonis earned a starting spot on that lineup just because Zion. I think Zion's not going to be able to go anyway. So Sabonis might start either way, but he deserves to be named a starter.
Yeah. When is the All-Star break? In about 2 weeks or something?
I think like February 19.
Okay, so we got
Yeah,
some time. We got some
like
time to
3
break it down.
weeks, like 20 days, something like that.
All right. Yeah, and LeBron and Giannis are captains, correct?
Giannis and LeBron are captains. Joel Embiid not named a starter, but when you got Kevin Durant, Giannis, and Jason Tatum with the season he's been having, gotta
I
respect it.
understand.
You gotta respect it. Joel Embiid, you're not the most lovable guy. You're
That's
a
fair.
troll. You're a troll. Your talent is unbelievable. I think you're one or two best big man, not in the league, but in the last 10 years. But you kind of rub people the wrong way. So
No, that's
got
fair. I agree. He
yeah.
likes to troll people, especially when he gets in physical altercations. You remember back in the day with Karl Anthony Towns when they had that little beef. So, yeah, I understand it. Does he deserve it based on just talent wise?
Yeah,
Probably. Yeah.
but you got to respect the seasons.
Yeah.
Jason
The other
Tatum is
people
having as
have.
well.
Yeah, I agree. 147 games on college today, but not gonna touch them all. Like I said, I died them down just to 13. No big deal. Let's start with the 12 o'clock. First one, Auburn, West Virginia. Gonna be a barn burner. Let's go under 142.5. Give me Xavier plus 5.5 on the road against Creighton. They're just a way better team. I don't know. They're catching 5.5. Line seems a little wacky. Give me Iowa State money line against the Missouri Tigers. I like Rice plus 3.5 at home. Give me the home puppy against UAB. Duquesne -1 against UMass on the road. Give me Clemson. They're not just a football school on the road taking on Florida State -1.5. Give me Seattle +5 against it's Stephen something. Stephen F. Austin. You remember them? They made it like to the March Madness a few years ago. Stephen Austin. Anyway, Seattle +5. I like them. Give me the Gators +5.5 against Kansas State. Georgia, not just a football school. At home lane 10.5 against South Carolina Gamecocks. Give me, this is my favorite play of the day. Give me Kansas Jayhawks +2.5. I'm also going to go on the money line against Kentucky. In Kentucky and Lexington. Should be a hell of a game, but Kansas much better team. I know Kentucky had a nice win the other week, but Kansas is a different breed, and they're laying points. I don't like that for Kentucky. So give me Kansas +2.5. Give me the Ohio State +5, +5 on the road against Indiana. Give me Utah +4.5 against Oregon. And give me another dog, Arizona State +3.5 against Washington State at 8 o'clock. So got a lot of dogs for this weekend, Elvis, not just in the hardwood, on the gridiron as well. I like a lot of dogs usually. But any last words before we get up out of here? So good, EP.
I have a NCAA basketball play, Dill.
Ooh, let's hear it.
It's a pick 'em. Give me Murray State at home over Missouri State at -110. It's a pick 'em. Both 11-10 teams. I think the home team edges it out. Give me Murray State on the money line -110. And Dill, before we go, we gotta talk about the New York Jets' new offensive coordinator. Let's talk about it, Dill. Great hiring, by the way. Great hiring.
Nathaniel Hackett.
After he just had the worst points per game offense in the NFL, he gets a job before the season's any over. As an OC, Dill, if y'all don't land Aaron Rodgers by Tuesday after the Super Bowl, you're gonna hear me all summer. You're gonna hear me all summer, Dill, because that's probably one of the worst coaching hires in New York Jets history.
No, it can't be worse than signing Adam Gase. Adam Gase is just abysmal. Yeah, it's hard to get up and be excited about that.
At least we got Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, but yeah, what do I thought? I'm like lost the words. You gotta think the New York Jets know something we don't. They're high, and I gotta give them credit. They're doing what Denver did, and they're signing all Roger guys. I get it. It's evident and clear what they're trying to do and bring Aaron Rodgers in. Whether that's gonna happen or not remains to be seen. Which I don't think Aaron Rodgers still comes, to be honest. But do I want him? We're better with him, but it's just too much drama with Aaron Rodgers. I love the guy, and I think you put me onto him, how talented he really is. But is he going to come to OTAs? Is he going to practice with his new team? Quick
question. Do you believe the Jets are a quarterback away.
I think our defense believes that because we
Do
have.
you believe it?
I think we're a piece or two away. I
I
think.
personally think you're a quarterback away from being a playoff team.
Oh
And
yeah, of course. I mean, we're Ryan Tannehill away from the playoffs. Like we don't even need a good quarterback. We need an average to above average quarterback to get us in. It's so hard. Besides the 49ers and the Eagles, the Jets were the only team that have Pro Bowlers on all three levels on defense. Like our defense is ready to win now, and I think that's why it's expediting the process a little more. We thought we were a few years away, but then when our defense took the field and they were like, holy shit, they are for real. It kind of sped up the process a little bit, I think.
so that's my thing, though. I think if you get Aaron Rodgers, you're not just in a win now situation. You're possibly contenders with Aaron Rodgers because that defense, that's a championship caliber
But
defense.
the AFC, like is loaded.
Yeah, but name me a team that has a better defense than the Jets.
In the AFC,
there's none.
Maybe the Ravens, but
maybe the Ravens, right? Maybe the Ravens.
Yeah.
Will Lamar be on that team? Yes or no? That's a huge question
that's a
mark.
Question.
I'll like Aaron Rodgers with that offense and led by that defense. I'll like him. I wouldn't say I like him against the Bengals or the Chiefs just yet, or the Buffalo,
or even like the Chargers, because all of these.
I think y'all beat the Chargers. Still, I think y'all be better than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
with Aaron Rodgers,
maybe. I don't know. It's of course we're better. That's just a no-brainer. Obviously, we're better if we get Aaron Rodgers, but that's a big if. And if we don't get him, then you're stuck with Hackett, and then Robert Saleh. You're done. Yeah. Because if you don't make the playoffs this year, you're fired.
You're fired. Because you have a team that's capable not only to make the playoffs, but to possibly contend. I want to say that word a lot.
My whole thing, and we'll get out of here after this. My whole thing is everyone's talking about, because you're obviously going to have to trade for Aaron Rodgers. Everyone's like, oh, the Jets are going to be willing to give 2 first-rounders to Aaron Rodgers. But my thing is, if Lamar is available for 3, just fucking give 3 to Lamar.
Yeah, but the difference between Lamar and Aaron Rodgers, though, I think you got to take into consideration Nathaniel Hackett can't coach Lamar Jackson.
That's the thing, and that's why I said the Jets probably know something we don't, because they're doing everything so early. I feel like they're hiring. I thought they would get the quarterback before they got the OC, but apparently they know something. They're gonna go after a veteran, even if it's Derek Carr or Jimmy G. I just don't know. I don't know how they're gonna. And honestly, I thought after the awful year that he had, I thought he would take a year off, just like Doug Peterson did,
Dale, when somebody offers you all that money, Dale, I don't think you say no.
Yeah, that's
you
fair.
Understand. He signed a 3-4 year deal. He's going to get paid for the next 3 seasons from Denver. Now he's making head coach money, Dale.
I do like the move signing the Titans offensive line and run game coordinator. They had a great run game in Tennessee. Obviously, it was King Henry, but still, they had a great offensive line. I think getting Elijah Vera Tucker back, I think he's an Aaron Rodgers guy. It makes too much sense, I feel like, but that's the biggest question. Will you be able to get Aaron Rodgers? Does he want to come to New York? And why does and it also worries me, why would Aaron Rodgers do exactly what Brett Favre did? That doesn't make sense to me either.
Brett Favre went to Minnesota first.
But still, he went to the Jets to get his way to Minnesota.
I thought he retired, went to Minnesota, then went to the Jets.
No, so he went to he went from Green Bay, and ultimately he wanted to retire in Minnesota. So then he went to the Jets just to get his way to Minnesota. But still, you're kind of following in like Brett Favre's footsteps when you don't want to be Brett Favre. So it's just kind of like a double-edged sword to me. I don't understand it. It's kind of hard to get excited, but if this move does get Aaron Rodgers, then we're a better team,
Yeah, like I said, I agree. So though, I think you got quarterback away.
Yeah, we will see. The jury is still out, though, on us. I will say that. But Elvis, thank you so much. Good luck this weekend on all your plays, and that's going to do it for this Saturday edition of the Dream Wager. On behalf of our sponsors, Viva Tequila, Prize Picks, Elvis, myself, we'll see you guys in a few days. We'll recap the games. We'll preview the Super Bowl. Please follow along our social media, Twitter and Instagram at The Dream Wager. If you miss an episode, no problem. You guys can find our episodes wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher. If you haven't already, please subscribe, rate, give us a review. All that good stuff really helps the show grow tremendously. So be a friend, tell a friend. Everyone have a great few days. Good luck on your wagers. Be safe, be well, and we'll see you guys down the road. Peace.